No one likes traffic, but for a business, it's what we need.
A major road project is starting soon. How a 10-month closure is expected to hinder drivers, but also some local businesses. Plus, a state of emergency declared as firefighters struggle to subdue a raging wildfire in Northern California. And a death investigation in Sarasota. Your Suncoast News starts right now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 11.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our news tonight, first alert traffic within the hour. Crews will start construction where I-275 meets I-75. Construction workers will be replacing the ramp connecting I-275 to the northbound lanes of I-75. As ABC7's Erica Jackson shows us, the project may both help and hurt some nearby businesses.
The project will make it harder for drivers traveling from Palmetto and Pinellas County to get on I-75 northbound. But they'll find themselves on local roads, which could benefit businesses in this quiet area.
Well, thanks for stopping in, sport.
Corporate Ladder Brewing Company sits just a few feet away from the interstate. It's one of the first businesses to set up shop in this rapidly growing part of Manatee County.
We weren't scared to be the first to come to the area because we knew that we could bring people out.
Co-owner Blake Kleppe says the new brewery may struggle to attract customers farther north once crews begin replacing the I-75 northbound bridge deck from 275 southbound.
Hopefully it doesn't deter anyone that's coming from the north in St. Pete or Pinellas to come by.
The goal is to make it so that we're not having to close the lanes and the shoulders all the time to make these constant repairs to this older technology.
The Florida Department of Transportation says the only exit from St. Pete and Palmetto onto northbound I-75 will be closed for 10 months during improvements. The detour for drivers will be US 41 northbound onto East College Avenue in Ruskin, then back onto I-75 north. But drivers could also take US 41 northbound and turn right onto Moccasin Wallow Road, taking you right past Corporate Ladder Brewing.
No one likes traffic, but for a business, it's what we need.
So while drivers may groan, they could also see a part of Manatee County they otherwise wouldn't, helping some of its newest residents settle into their new home.
Crews will also be working on the I-275 northbound ramp from 75 northbound for the next week. So expect nightly lane closures from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. Reporting in Manatee County, Erica Jackson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Erica. And that the Florida Department of Transportation tells us this is the last bridge deck of its kind to be replaced in Florida, and the construction for that project is expected to cost $8 million. Well, now to a developing story out of Sarasota. That is where a death investigation is underway. At a home on 17th Street, a crime scene set up earlier tonight around that home. According to Sarasota police, investigators are looking into the death of a 35-year-old woman at that home. And at this time, we don't know if there will be any criminal charges or if there are any known suspects. We are monitoring this story and will update you on air and through our news app as soon as we learn more about it. Well, officials have declared a state of emergency in California as deadly wildfires rage out west. The Carr Fire in Northern California already charring nearly 90,000 acres with more than 500 structures destroyed and thousands more still threatened. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez is in Redding, California with more on the conditions there.
With new flames igniting and little relief in sight, the Carr Fire near Redding, California now spreading in every direction. The death toll here rising to 6. Among the victims, Melody Bledsoe and 2 of her great-grandchildren. Relatives say her body was found draped over the children in a final effort to save them. Several other people are still missing. The destruction now spanning the size of Philadelphia. More than 500 structures destroyed, these photos showing the before and after of one of those houses. Jerry Case returning to his childhood home, finding what's left of his mother's wedding ring and little else.
So a lot of memories.
Yeah, all the pictures, everything. It's gone.
More than 3,000 firefighters on the front lines, even as some have lost everything themselves.
So that was a firefighter's house right there.
Yeah, a lot of firefighters lost their houses here.
Across the West, 59 wildfires are burning in 11 states, including one near Yosemite where 2 firefighters died. California's governor now expanding the state of emergency to more counties. And firefighters are working around the clock trying to keep this from happening to any more homes. They are dealing with these brutal triple-digit temperatures and tell me they expect to be out here battling this fire for at least another week or two. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, Redding, California.
Just devastating out there, putting a little rain in our area into perspective. Let's head over to Wendy Ross for a check on our first alert weather forecast tonight. Wendy, how's it looking out there?
Well, things have really quieted down, so now we're not looking at the rain showers so much, but a couple of light rains have come up, just popped up in the last hour, and you can see them here around Sarasota County. Others are over the central part of the state. We just continue to get mostly a very moist tropical air mass coming at us from the south, and so it's all moving up towards the north, but everything that's out here in the Gulf of Mexico is pretty much staying away from us right now, as most of the winds are pushing things back out to sea. So earlier today, of course, we had the rain, some thunderstorms as well, but during the afternoon or during the evening hours, things really finally came to an end. And right now we are looking at temperatures all around the area in the 70s. Partly cloudy to mostly fair skies for most of our region. 76 degrees at the airport. The winds coming in out of the east-southeast at around 9 miles per hour. And we'll let you know what we can expect for tomorrow. Maybe a couple more showers back in the forecast. We'll tell you when that's going to be taking place in just a few minutes, Adam.
Thank you very much, Wendy. Now to a secret program involving air marshals, the Transportation Security Administration, and the behavior of everyday passengers being tracked. ABC's Stephanie Ramos on the program they're calling Quiet Skies.
Passengers are already used to the routine. Take out your electronics so they can be inspected, walk through the body scanner, or wait to get patted down. But tonight, a report in the Boston Globe about a TSA program where passengers are secretly being watched on the plane and after they land without even knowing is raising some concerns. The program is called Quiet Skies and specifically targets U.S. citizens not in the terrorist screening database or suspected of wrongdoing, according to TSA.
We're seeing examples of the TSA following around people who are in no way significantly suspect. The criteria that they're applying does not point to people who are potential terrorists.
As first revealed to the Globe, armed undercover air marshals have been taking notes on what certain passengers do, who they talk to, even if they use the bathroom. Some of the behaviors they watch closely for include excessive fidgeting or sweating, using a computer, a jump in their Adam's apple, a cold, penetrating stare, or if they boarded last. But the Air Marshal Association president is worried, releasing this statement to the Globe. The Air Marshal Association believes that missions based on recognized intelligence or in support of ongoing federal investigations is the proper criteria for flight scheduling. Currently, the Quiet Skies program does not meet the criteria we find acceptable.
Tonight, TSA telling ABC News they follow individuals who may have suspicious erratic travel patterns and that this is not a surveillance program. In Washington, President Trump's legal team on the offensive. Today, lawyers for the president announcing they are severing ties with his longtime personal lawyer, Michael Cohen. His team telling CBS's Face the Nation they believe Cohen violated attorney-client privilege.
To my surprise, he turns out to be almost an instinctual liar. So there's no way this guy's credibility is going to withstand 4 or 5 witnesses saying the exact opposite.
This news as the president released a string of tweets this morning, including one stating, quote, "I would be willing to shut down government if Democrats do not give us the votes for border security, which includes the wall." And just a reminder, tomorrow is the last day to register to vote before Florida's primary elections. There are contested primary races for governor on both the Republican and Democratic sides, and voters will also be picking nominees for Attorney General and Agriculture Commissioner. There are also several contentious races for Congress. Statewide voter turnout during the 2016 primary election was just 24%.
We have had quite a bit of new registrations for the last month and a half, which was, I won't say surprising, but maybe the level is a little bit unprecedented.
If you want to check your current voter status, register to vote, or update your registration, you can find a link on our website, mysuncoast.com, along with information about the candidates. And remember to download our news app for up-to-the-minute election news and other breaking news right here in our area. Well, still to come here on ABC 7, new video shows the moments leading up to a deadly police shooting near a Pennsylvania amusement park. Plus, going above and beyond, how the efforts of some Florida firefighters led to this heartwarming scene of baby sea turtles taking their first steps towards the ocean.
I'm Deshauna Barber. In 2016, I was proud to win the title of Miss USA. What makes me just as proud is my service in the U.S. military. In the service, a soldier gains skills and learns values like discipline and leadership. That makes them an asset to any business that hires them. If you're an employer, on behalf of Coalition to Salute America's Heroes, remember to hire smart and bet on a vet. Visit saluteheroes.org or call this number to learn more.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398. Or visit SoClean.com today.
There's nothing like this trail in Alabama. It just goes from the northern part of the state to the southern part of the state. We see all kind of different terrains, great value, great fun. We've been coming for 18 years. We started off with a group of 8, grew to 12, and grew to 16. And we love it because where else can you get world-class golf courses with world-class accommodations? To be able to play these type of courses in this environment, and the difficulty keeps us coming back over and over and over again.
I think about my own family and I think about my own kids' dream, and I see these kids' dream.
There's something about dance that just is universal and just speaks to everybody.
Every day some student makes a breakthrough, discovers something.
Teaching is about giving. It's a different kind of giving. When I teach, I know it's a gift that I'm giving.
ABC 7, the Suncoast's official Florida lottery station.
Now to a deadly police shooting near a Pennsylvania amusement park. Tonight, new video showing the deadly scene. Officers opening fire on an unarmed suspect who was allegedly acting erratically. Take a look. Police were at the scene responding to reports of a man acting erratically, allegedly attacking cars across from Dorney Amusement Park. You can see the suspect standing by a patrol car. Officers yelling at him to get on the ground. When he doesn't, one of the officers opens fire. The suspect later pronounced dead at the hospital. Tonight, authorities not saying if he was armed. Police are not releasing the name of the suspect or the officer involved either. They are combing through footage to determine what led up to that deadly incident. If you went to a Trader Joe's grocery store today, you may notice the staff wearing red hats or ribbons. Stores nationwide today mourning the death of an employee killed during a standoff at one of its California locations. That shooting happened last Saturday at the Trader Joe's in Silver Lake. A gunman being pursued by police bailed out of a car and ran into the store. 27-year-old Melita Corrada was struck by an officer's bullet during a gun battle.
I think it's a nice tribute. It was a very sad thing, unfortunately, but it's nice of them to pay tribute like that.
There's also a large memorial of flowers and messages lining the sidewalk outside the Silver Lake grocery store in Glendale and at other stores. Customers moved by Corrado's death are comforting workers and stopping to leave messages on a wall of love. Some Florida firefighters going above and beyond this weekend. Members of the Deerfield Beach Fire Department rescued 3 newly hatched sea turtles trapped in a storm drain. Take a look. As with a new lease on life, those turtles crawl towards the water. A Good Samaritan noticing those turtles Saturday evening in a graded storm drain across the street from the shore. Firefighters then collecting up the wayward hatchlings in a bucket and returning them to the ocean. Turtle nesting season generally lasts from May to October, and we just had some spectacular video in our own area of a bunch of sea turtles just scurrying towards the shoreline.
So cute.
But in a storm drain, I don't think has that ever come up in this area?
Not that I've been aware of, but you know, it's not surprising when you get an awful lot of rain. You know, sometimes that could happen.
That's a good point.
And we have had rain in spots, heavy downpours taking place today. You'll just be surprised where they are because you know when it's raining, it just feels as though the whole world is a washout. Well, not really.
Well, it felt nice tonight.
That didn't happen. Yes, and look at our temperatures. Because of the rains today, we did have our temperatures drop into the 70s right now, and we have seen over the last couple of nights temperatures at this hour in the 80s still, especially at the beaches. But tonight, we're looking at temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, and then as soon as you get on shore, Mayaca City, Parrish, 75 degrees, and 74 in Wauchula. That's one of the cooler spots. And so temperatures are going to be pretty much hold steady. Last night we got down to a low of 75 degrees. The high was 90, right on par with where we are supposed to be with our temperatures for this time of the year. So what we do have are a couple of alerts. Beach hazard is in effect until Monday night due to the red tide, and so there are areas along our area beaches that are still reporting red tide. We've had heavy downpours with slow moving storms, and that will take place again tomorrow. And then we'll also see some morning showers pop up tomorrow morning with inland showers later on in the afternoon. So that's how the day is going to progress for tomorrow. Winds are coming in out of the southeast, moving towards the northwest, and that's pushing any of the activity that we've seen on land back offshore. And so this is going to be a typical wind pattern for us, but tomorrow morning we could develop some winds coming in out of the southwest, and that will allow some rains that are developing out in the Gulf of Mexico to move onshore during the morning hours. There's a good 40 to 50% chance of that happening. Today we had some morning showers along the west coast, and then later on we saw showers developing inland, and so those showers became very widespread with some isolated thunderstorms. And at this hour most of the rain is pretty much over with, but we still have opportunities for showers to develop during the early morning hours tomorrow. That's what we'll be seeing. Take a look at the amounts of rain that we had today, anywhere from 2.5 to 3.5, but all in one area. And this is taking place over the central part of the state. Other places not really reporting much that was measurable, but you know we had rain throughout the day today. And future forecast is showing that, once again, keep in mind those winds pushing everything offshore. So the showers that you see here trying to make their way on in, not holding together very well, but by the morning hours around 8 o'clock, we could see some of these showers actually onshore. So there is that possibility for your morning commute. And then as the day wears on, of course, we start to see those rains popping up inland. They'll be moving off towards the east before they start making their westward track, and that's what we'll be experiencing. In fact, rain chances stay almost non-existent during the nighttime hours, and they really pop up during the early morning hours tomorrow to a 40 to 50% chance. As far as the tropics are concerned, it's kind of nice to keep telling you that there's nothing developing, and so far that is true. We don't have any developments out there. Winds for boaters will be out of the south at 10 knots, 1 to 2 foot seas, a light chop out on the bay, and we will be seeing some isolated storms forming for tomorrow. Remember, during the morning hours, you could see them as you're doing a beach walk. 88 degrees is the expected high at the beach. Every place else, though, we're going to be seeing temperatures back up into the 90s, a 40 to 50% chance of rain, and then we can see as much as a 60% chance for this upcoming week. So keep in mind, rain is in the forecast. It's summer, temperatures are hot, and we have that 40 to 50 to 60% chance of rain all week long. Adam.
Now, sports.
The Rays continue to struggle in the second half as their pitching staff continues to take hits. Starter Blake Snell is on the DL. Nathan Eovaldi has been shipped to Boston, and for the third straight game, Rays pitchers give up double-digit runs to a Manny Machado-less Orioles lineup. 4 pitchers each giving up a home run as the Rays lose their third straight game. This one, bright spot, Tampa Bay did have 3 homers of their own. It was rookie Jake Bauers who added his 7th of the season, and C.J. Cron extending his career-high total to 22 on back-to-back during at-bats early in this game. Not enough, though, as the Rays fall 11-5. Next stop, St. Pete to face the Angels. And in the Baseball Hall of Fame is adding 6 new members today. Former players Jim Thome, Vladimir Guerrero, Alan Trammell, Trevor Hoffman, Jack Morris, and Chipper Jones, all immortalized in Cooperstown. Each spoke to the crowd about their time as players, teammates, even fathers. Chipper talking about his own father, a former high school coach in Pearson, Florida, who challenged him to become a switch hitter since the age of 7, like his idol, Mickey Mantle.
Pretty soon, I took it as a challenge. I started stacking my lineup with lefties. I loved it. Little did I know my dad was planting the seeds of belief, even back then molding me into the switch hitter, like his idol, Mickey.
Jones would end a 19-year career with the Atlanta Braves' top 3 in home runs, 4 switch hitters with 468. Well, near the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio, 2 massive hot air balloons crashing, believed to be part of the Hall of Fame's Balloon Classic going on through this weekend. One balloon catching fire after hitting power lines with a pilot inside, another landing in a person's yard, but both pilots were okay. One suffering minor burns. There's still no explanation of exactly what happened, but officials with the festival say drifting is common and wind direction may have been a factor in that mishap. And speaking of football, Carson Wentz is back in shoulder pads for the Eagles for one of the strangest preseason QB battles in maybe NFL history. In the middle of a MVP caliber 2017, Wentz suffering a knee injury, opening the door for backup Nick Foles, who you see right there, to swoop in and lead Philadelphia to its first ever Super Bowl victory. The team's center commenting after practice today on the situation and Wentz's health.
He looks great right now. He's moving really well. He's throwing extremely well. The fortunate side for me and the offensive line and the offense is we have familiarity with both guys. We're probably the best quarterback situation going into the NFL in terms of a 1 and number 2 guy.
And that 1 and number 2 guy have yet to be decided, but all signs pointing to Wentz, even after Foles famously avoided the free agent market during the offseason. That's a look at sports. Your winning lotto numbers are straight ahead. Stay with us.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you, with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. TruStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-218-4991. Now, in one phone call, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. In fact, TruStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. And rates are designed to be affordable, starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-218-4991 now.
Stay connected to your clients and new customers using ABC7 Digital Media Services. Our team of professionals provide a wide array of digital services to help you get the most out of your website. We specialize in building and helping you maintain the most effective digital solutions for your business. It's vital that your online presence stands out, so our experts will equip you with the best resources available. Trust ABC7 Digital Media Services to give you the right tools to grow your business.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Well, it's taking the fitness world by storm. Goat Yoga stopping right here in Sarasota over the weekend. Specifically, Pineapple Yoga in Burns Court, once again hosting this unique event as a fundraiser this morning. The organizer saying it's a fun way to try yoga and help raise money for other free yoga programs at the studio and for worthy causes.
For example, there's yoga for Parkinson's disease in collaboration with Neuro Challenge. There's yoga for anxiety and depression. There's yoga for recovery from addiction.
Interested? The next Goat Yoga for a Cause class is already scheduled. Because yoga is not hard enough. And it is.
Did you see goats? Did you see some goats?
It was hard from that aerial view
I
that we
didn't see
got
any goats.
of it.
But you're saying they're baby goats.
Little baby goats.
And they get on and they balance.
From what I've seen, yeah, they'll just jump on your back.
So who's really
as you're like holding a
yoga,
position for minutes on end.
That just sounds wonderful.
Yeah. Chewing on your hair.
How could you ever be depressed if you have a yoga?
When you are home alone, an emergency can become a tragedy. However, with any of Life Alert's 3 emergency systems, help can be summoned immediately, whether in the bathroom,
I've fallen in the shower.
at home,
Help! I've fallen and I can't get up.
and on the go.
Help! I've fallen in the park and I can't get up.
Don't worry, help is on the way.
Life Alert saves a life every 11 minutes.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-518-0221. That's 1-800-518-0221. Call now, 1-800-518-0221. For a free brochure, call 1-800-518-0221.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
Me, pick me. Oh, come on, man. Oh, man, I love technology. Hey, yo, check out my new phone. Look at this right here. For years, the DeSoto Club has needed improvements. Join me and Boys and Girls Club of Manatee County as we raise money to build a brand new facility. It will be bigger and better, just like it was 40 years ago when I attended. Invest in kids, build great futures.
When it comes to drinking, what do you think moderation is? The U.S. Dietary Guidelines define moderation as up to 1 drink a day for women and up to 2 drinks a day for men. So what's a drink? The guidelines say a drink equals 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, or a cocktail with 1.5 ounces of distilled spirits. Each contains the same amount of alcohol. Like to learn more? Visit drinkinmoderation.org.
I witnessed him have 2 heart attacks in ICU. He went through seizures.
We'd much rather have Aaron like this than dead. A lot of parents don't have that luxury.
He can't talk. He can't walk. This is a condition Aaron will live with for the rest of his life because he abused prescription pills.
Mind your meds. Learn more from the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.